Hello, this is the Judith TV show, my channel where I talk about marriage and marriage related trending issues. My name, guys, is Judith. You're welcome to my channel. Guys, in this video, I just want to talk about two uh, main trending issues, marriage related trending issues. One has to do with Sophia and Davido, and the other has to do with AY and his wife. Where do I start from? Okay, from Davido and Sophia. You know, I've always said it, I said it in one or two videos that I did, that if you want to build a house, according to the Bible even, you have to check the cost of the house that you want to build and find out how much you have for the construction. If you don't have enough to handle the construction, then the wisest thing to do is to hold on until you're able to save enough or until you're able to gather enough before you start. Otherwise, if you just started with any amount, somewhere along the line, you'll be stopped. And then that could bring pressure to you and that could bring shame to you. Because by the time you run a building for like 2, 3 years, I mean, you would not even like it because of the pressure and because of the shame. People will now be asking you, what's happening to the building? Are you not building again? Why did you stop? And so on and so forth. So I liken it to the situation between Davido and Sophia. You know, the while Sophia has been, talking, posting things, whether through Imade's, under the flying seal of Imade's page or whatever, um, Instablog Niger, whatever platform she has used, it has always been one dragging or the other, one dragging or the other. And you begin to wonder, why is it only Imade, that is of all the Davido's children, outside with baby mamas? That's always the issue to paying for nanny, abandoning your offspring. There was a time Sophia said abandoning your offspring means abandoning your future, all manner of things. You begin to wonder, this man that you have support for, this man that you're obsessed with, this man that you love, how do you now run him down? And you're giving him a global disgrace. How do you now claim to love this man? How? By telling him that anybody that forgets his offspring forgets his future. That's like a curse. That's like a curse. And this is a man you claim to love. This is a man that you love, the father of your baby. How? That is not wasn't even the only time. There was one other time after Davido, a long time, 2019 or so, after Davido did the introduction of Chioma, that Imade had something I think, a hair company that she was influencing for. So she needed to come to Ghana to do that. Davido coincidentally was also going to Ghana. And I think Sophia also had something to do in Ghana. So Davido now decided to leave the daughter and of course her mother to Ghana. So people started dragging Davido. Oh, you just went and did the introduction of Chioma. So what do you have to do with Sophie again, and so on and so forth. So Davido now started explaining that people should respect Chioma's family, that he only lifted Imade and Sophia because of his daughter Imade. She couldn't have gone there alone. He has to go with her mother. It was because of that. The next thing, Sophia came out and said, I didn't beg anybody to lift me up. You can't be giving such negative responses, whereas you like this person. That's the point I'm making. You can't just be doing that. Okay, the guy will be getting a wrong signal, and it will get to a point, he will just you harden him. Guys, the trending one now is that Sophia has unblocked Davido. When Davido married Chioma, he unfollowed um, Davido. Davido now unfollowed Amanda, now unfollowed the other lady. And then she also went ahead to unblock the video, something like, I don't want to do anything with you. You can go to Blazes and so on. That kind of attitude, that kind of, impression. That was the impression that she gave. And they left it at that. It has been going on. After you have issued a cease and desist letter, after you have dragged this guy, after you have said one or two things and done one or two things. The other day you posted the photo, I did a video on that. You posted a video of the girl when she was sick and so on and so forth. Exactly 1 year, she was hospitalized and everything. And then now, you now unblocked him. And now unblocking him for, I mean, for what after all this? You see, that's why I said before you build a house, sit down and check the cost of that house. Before you started all this dragging and all this pushing that, you should have sat down to check. Is this thing going to benefit me? Is this going to backfire me? Is this going to affect my daughter? Before you started all this drama and all this brouhaha, at the end of the day, you now unblocked him. Guys, you know what Davido did? That now triggered the video to now delete all. In fact, he unliked all the likes on her post, all the comments. He did everything. The video just deleted everything. As in, I am cutting the line with you. I'm severing the line, the link I have with you. That is, when Emade is grown up, she's free to look for her father. I am there for her. But for now, to your tent, O Israel. So you see it. So you knew you wanted to. So why would you have to issue that letter of cease and desist? Do you know what it means? To tell a man to desist from her girl, this girl that you know this man loves so much. Maybe you think he was going to get at him, then he'll come begging you. How? How? Let's look at it the other way around, guys. If Davido were to be married to Sophia, would you guys think that Sophia will allow Davido to go to Chioma's house and go there and see any of the children or a child that he has with her? Assuming that is it. So how come I mean, how did you just sit down and think that you can bully Davido to or mock him to accepting you or to chicken out or to start doing your biddings? It's not done now. He's a full-blooded man. Oh. It's not done. By now you should know the kind of person he is. Even though you people doesn't have does not have a long time close relationship, as he said in the post he made in 2015. So how come now you're now unblocking him? Now he has deleted everything. Apparently blocked you and what have you. So what is it now? What is it? What's the meaning of this one now? After following and unblocking and cease and desist and all manner of things, I don't care. I'm an unbothered auntie. Do kine. At the end of the day, you now unblocked him for what purpose? What are you now trying to say? You're now begging because that's what is an indirect way of begging. It's an indirect way of begging. So what are you now begging after rubbishing everything? After rubbishing, and this girl will grow up to see all those things. I just hope she will clap for you, madam. I just hope your girl will clap for you when she's grown and she has seen all these things that she has done. I just hope she will clap for you, guys. I don't know what people think. Let me know at the comment section what you think. Whether the video should now, I don't know, now go back to start begging her. What do you guys think? Let me just know at the comment section, right? I'll move on over to the next story, which has to do with AY and his wife Mabel. For some months now, there's been this back and forth, or they are no longer together. School of thought has it that it's because of promo. It's a promo for a video, a movie that AY wants to introduce. And then some other people are like, no, this is for real. Whichever way it is, I just observed that when their first girl, I think she's about 15 or so, when that girl marked her birthday a couple of months, whether last month or so, AY, they didn't mark her birthday as a family, if you understand what I mean. As in, the father celebrated her, and I think the mother made a post or something, but they didn't celebrate her as a family. That's what I mean. That was when I began to, feel that, this could be real. It's not for publicity or clout chasing or something. But what I want to say to Sister Mabel is this, Madam. If the people that are of the school of thought that this is for the movie your husband wants to introduce or has produced, oh fine, but don't allow it to get out of hand. But if it is not that this is real, I just want you to have a rethink, Madam. I just want you to have a rethink. The reason why I said I just want you to have a rethink is this: because of your girls. Because of your girls. You now have two girls for him. One, the last girl, I don't know, I don't think she's up to 5. And then your first girl is about just a teenager. This is the time a young girl needs her mother the most, to guide her, to teach her certain things, to just be there for her. You walking out of this marriage now, I don't know. The claim is that, or was that, AY, beats you and so on and so forth. If it is true, I don't support domestic violence in any marriage relationship. I don't. But you're a very fair person. To be honest to AY, if that beating, the impression that you gave from your post has been there, you know, there's no evidence, there's no part of this. I mean, if it's something he has been doing repeatedly, I mean, once or twice you must have recorded or something, but there's no evidence whatsoever. And I don't want to believe that every member of his family, his brothers, and then your sister-in-law, priceless, that is May's friend, and even May, that is now a family friend. You mean nobody could intervene, nobody could talk to you, nothing? I mean, people could not intervene for you to have gotten to this extent? Or is it because this guy loves you so much and you are like, you just want to walk away? Maybe there was one problem here or there, and then, you just want to. That's why I said, please have a rethink about this. For two reasons. Number one, I said it already, because of your girls. Girls need their mother at this particular point in time. That girl is a teenager. This is the time you need to be there to guide her and to help her to grow up into womanhood. Because any mistake now will lead to a regret. Any mistake now will lead to a regret, because this is the time, as a teenager, she wants to explore the world. She wants to believe that, everything is, you can do anything and get away with it, but she needs to be guided at this particular period of her life, and her mother needs to be there. The mother's guides better when it comes to this kind of a thing, telling her monthly flow, this is how to take care of it, and so on and so forth. Mothers do it better than the fathers. That's exactly what I mean. And the other girl, your second girl, she's also a small girl. For you to have left both of them and walk away, if you are no longer with AY, for you to leave them and walk away. So that's why I said you should have a rethink. This is one of the reasons. These your two girls. Then the second reason is this: if what is prompting you to now leave your marriage or to leave your home is not that, like the domestic violence you talked about, if that was not the reason, I mean, if that is not the reason, or if that is not in place, maybe there's any other thing, but that wasn't the reason why you walked away, or the reason why you are walking away. The disadvantage is this. AY has not said anything. I don't think he has said anything. And the little we know of AY as an online woman does from afar is that he's the kind of person that, he's a friendly person. He has a kind heart. I recall when he said what he said about Davido, and Davido didn't frown at it. People started dragging. Immediately he went on air and did a video and apologized. I also recall when there was an issue between him and Shemu. He also went and did a video and also explained one or two things. So you find out that he's that kind of a person that is accommodating. He's that kind of a person that is kind. He respects people. That's what I mean. He wouldn't just say, okay, because I'm rich, because I'm a big boy, because I'm well known, I don't care about anything. So if there's a genuine reason, as in the domestic violence, like I said, you see that your family friends like May, like Priceless, his brothers, and then your own family. I mean, people have not been able to intervene to call him to order. That's what I mean. But for the second reason I talked about, if it is not true that there's a domestic violence or there's a genuine reason for you to walk away, right? That is based on that domestic violence that is now getting out of hand. Madam, the challenge is, now that he has not talked about it, now that he has not said anything about it, the challenge is that if you walk away from this marriage and this guy waits and waits and waits and waits for you to, reason and come back and go to your house or to your home and whatever, and you still insist on you want to walk away, you want to go away, you want to be yourself, and you want to be free and all that. The disadvantage, which is the second reason I'm talking to you about in this video, why I said you should have a rethink, is that if that guy gets involved with another lady and he makes it public, he makes it open, madam, it will be very hard for you to get back to his life. Then you must have realized that you made a mistake. And it might be just very difficult for you to get back to his life. If maybe he has been cheating here and there and hiding it and all that, well, that is not a good story. But at the same time, if he still comes back home and apologizes and makes amends or whatever, that's, well, that's manageable. Let me just use that word. But then, if you now, under these circumstances, if you stay away and then you push him into another woman's arms. And then he now introduces that woman. He starts taking her out. He starts going to attending public functions with her and everything. And then people are now seeing it. He's now bold enough to even do a video with her or what have you. Madam, somebody has taken your position, and it will be difficult for him to take you back. Obviously, he will not marry two wives, even if he's going to marry two wives. That time, this person that he must have considered before introducing him, before making it public, before you now come and I'll stare this one, it will be a difficult journey. It will be a difficult task for you. You should know your husband better, more than every of us online Uma does. So that's why I'm saying, please have a rethink. Don't allow this thing. If it is a joke, that joke is enough. If it is not a joke, madam, have a rethink about this. To the extent that you are saying, if anybody kills you, well, people should know who's a man that didn't. I think you guys have been married for 15 years now, if not more than. He didn't kill you all this while now. I'm not saying you are telling lies, but what I'm saying that whatever reason that you gave in that you post, you know whether it is true, you know whether it is not true. But if it is like the people that have the school of thought that is because of that movie, please, enough of this publicity. AY is a well-known person. By the time he puts out the movie, people will still watch it, people will still buy it, it will still fly. But if it is true, going by what you posted, but the reasons are not that serious to have warranted you now leaving your home and leaving your husband, madam, please have a rethink. You could be hurt when whatever thing happened. Okay, maybe you got in with somebody, or maybe I don't know, whatever. You could be hurt. Not that you could be. Definitely you'll be hurt because it's your wife, it's your husband. You love him too and everything. But what I'm saying is that forgiveness plays a major role in every marital relationship. Forgiveness, but in fact, is the cloth that every husband and every couple should wear. So at this point in time, madam, please consider forgiving whatever thing and going back to your home if you have left that home. If you have not left, madam, please don't. Please don't. For these two reasons that I gave. For these two reasons that I gave. That's your daughter. She needs you. If you also observe, the girl didn't say anything. Look at Danielle now. The effect of the breaking up of her father and her mother. It's not easy. On such girls, it is not, as a teenager, it's not easy. People that are blaming her, I don't see any reason why they should blame her. Because they're always victims of marital breakdowns. And such are those people, like the teenagers. The teenagers, the older persons, they are dependent older persons, the children. These are the people that are victims. And they affect them in so many ways because, their friends will start taunting them, their morale will just be dampened, and then there's no balanced upbringing again. And at the end of the day, these children will just be a shadow of themselves. These are children that were in a home where there was love. You guys go out together, you go on vacation, and so on. As all of a sudden, everything comes to an abrupt end. If you are her, how would you feel? At her age, how would you feel? So, Madam Mabel, please, I beg of you, think twice about this. Give it a deep thought. Please give it a deep thought. If it is something that is not that deep, please forgive. But if it's something that is deep in terms of domestic violence and all that, then let the people that are your family members, your friends, the trusted ones, let them look into the matter and then see how to resolve. Nobody has a monopoly of knowledge. Okay. In the marriage relationship, people will always tell you don't bring in a third party, but there are third parties that are necessary. There are third parties that are reasonable that can come in. If you have somebody that has been married for 50, 55 years, and then the person is coming to counsel you people, you don't think that the person is experienced enough to say one or two things that you could learn from or you could practice. That's what I mean. Please, man, think about it. That's just my message in this video. Guys, I don't know what you people think. I saw the post that is going back and forth and all that, and I am like, is it that this thing is real? Maybe it's because of the movie. I said, no, let me just share my thoughts, and then drop this word of counsel for Mabel and then for Sophia. As a matter of fact, that was Sophia. Madam Sophia, I would even like to say to you, listen, rather than unblocking the video, it wouldn't take anything from you now that you've realized that you made a mistake. Go outright and pen an apology to him. Let it be there. Whether he accepts it, whether he acknowledges it or not, let it be there. Send it to him. leave it there. It's going to speak in the future. Your daughter will value it if you do that. Rather than going to unblock and then make it look, as if you don't know what you're doing or that you're not sure of what you're doing. You have to be sure of what you're doing for the sake of your girl, because I know you love that girl. And in fairness to you, you've been trying to bring her up very well. So, guys, in these two issues that I discussed, I want you people to share your comments, share your thoughts with me at the comment section, our meeting place. I'll be waiting for you guys there to hear what you're going to say, and then so that we can rub minds there and then take it from there. Thank you guys for always watching my videos. I appreciate you guys for always being there for me. I celebrate you all. Okay, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now, guys.